In this video, we're going to talk about creating new variables, labeling them, and contingency tables. I'm going to use a data set that comes with STATA. This is the data set. We're going to describe the data. We're going to look at the variables. And in this video, I'm going to focus on creating a new variable for wage. Wage in this data set is a continuous variable. The range is from $1 to $40, and it's hourly wage. Now we're going to create a variable that splits the wages at the mean. So the syntax for this is gen or generate or even g, and I'm going to call the new variable generate wage 8, and I'll set that to all missing values. So the period or the dot STATA signifies missing values. Next, I want to replace wage 8 equals 0 if wage is less than 8. And then replace wage 8 1 if wage is greater than or equal to 8. The next thing we want to do is now label these variables. The syntax is label. We first define a label, and I like putting an L and then the variable name to know that it's label wage 8, and then you set each value to whatever you want to call it. The reason why there are quotation marks around this is that a lot of these are commands in STATA, like a $sign. So if you put them in between quotation marks, STATA reads it as text. So now that we labeled this L wage 8, we need to apply L wage 8 to our variable. And the way we do this is label values wage 8 L wage 8 and enter. Finally, we could label the variable itself. So label variable wage 8, and we'll call that hourly wage. And now we can make a contingency table with our new variable, and the way we do that is tab or tabulate, like for short using tab, and we'll do college grad and wage 8. Note that the first variable is going to be the row and the next variable is the column, and you make a 2x2 contingency table. And the syntax after that, well, let's look actually without any further syntax, and we just get the raw numbers. We could look at the percent, and we can add a statistical test of significance, and the col is, well, we'll look at that. The col is percentages broken down by column, so 100% in the column rather than the rows, and the chi-square is the chi-square test, the p-value of less than 0.001. And if we had few values in these cells, you might want to do a Fisher exact, and that syntax is exact. Okay, I hope this was helpful.